Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways, and today I'm just going to do a quick review of one of my favorite homesteading books, The Backyard Homesteader. I like this book because it is good for people who are just starting off homesteading or haven't even really started yet, they're looking into it. But it's also a good reference for people who have been doing it for a while. And that's because it covers a lot of topics in a book that isn't that big. I mean, it has plenty of pages, don't get me wrong, but for all the information that's in here, you would think that it would be a lot bigger of a book. It starts off with going over gardening, and it gives you a lot of different ideas on how to set up your space depending on how much you have. And where your sunlight is, where your shade is, and what you're looking to get out of your land. How much do you want to grow? Do you want fruit trees? Do you want a strawberry bed? Do you want a pecan tree? How big do you want your garden to be? Do you want an herb bed? It goes over all of those things. So that right there, even if you're an experienced gardener, you would like to read this because it just gives you some really good ideas. Maybe help you to get a little bit out of your own personal thought box, I guess. And then it also goes on to cover a wide variety of breeds of different livestock you would want to keep on your homestead. And it lets you know why you would pick the certain breeds. It has in here chickens and turkeys and sheep and goats and cattle, and it's nice because it gives you good descriptions of each breed and the pros and cons of each breed, why you would want that particular hen, but it doesn't go too deep into it where it would be too big of a book or just too much reading. So for instance, if you were looking at getting dairy goats, it would definitely in here, it would definitely cover the different breeds that people look at for dairy goats. Paul and I, years ago, we raised Nigerian dwarf goats, and that may or may not be a breed for you. But if, let's say you did want to raise those, you could find out about them in here, and if you were really serious and really looking into it, then you could go to another source to read specifically on that breed. So that's what I like about this. It's because it covers stuff without going too far in depth, because I don't need to know a whole lot about cattle because I'm never going to raise cattle. It's nice to know that it's there, but like I said, you don't go too deep into it. And then this covers beekeeping. They have a lot of good stuff in here on beekeeping. They have foraging in here, a lot on different herbs. They have in here how to make different vinegars and dandelion wine and just so many different topics. And it really, gets you thinking and covers things you may not have thought about it all, So let me look in here real quick. For instance, right here it has illustrations of the different breeds of pigs, and then it shows the different cuts. And the book is really nice that way, where it doesn't have color photos. It has only these black and white illustrations, but they're really detailed, and so you can see what it is they're trying to convey to you. There's also a lot of charts in here, and I, for one, love charts. I love looking at that. I'm trying to get you one real quick, but see, like for here, right here, they have cider making. And it shows you the different varieties of apples that are good for cider making, and like, for instance, high acid apples, low acid apples, medium, the aromatic apples. So it's thorough without getting too heavy, I guess. That's the way I want to try and put it to you guys. But anyhow, I think if you were looking into getting this book, if you weren't really sure you should really give it a thought. That I definitely am positive on it. You know, I'll put a link in the description box, and you can click on that link and find out more information on the book itself, and find reviews from other people who have the book and what they like about it, and maybe what they don't like about it as well. But anyhow, I just want to say positive review. I think this book is well worth the money. I have it. I reference back to it a lot. It's a really good book, and I thought maybe you would like to pick it up and read it yourself. Anyhow, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. Don't forget to visit us on Facebook and Instagram. The links are down in the description box. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.